ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون صدق الله العظيم. Respected elders and beloved brothers in Islam, first of all, we should express our gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who out of His infinite grace and mercy has granted us this opportunity to gather in His house. My respected brothers, for those of you who remember, 2 weeks ago we began a discussion concerning the teachings given to us by Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam concerning the institution of nikah. We also discussed the importance the Shariat has attached to it and the various wisdoms behind a person performing nikah. That is, a person is able to control his shahwat, is able to control his desires. It becomes a means of him lowering his gaze. And also we discussed the ta'aleem given to us by Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam concerning not delaying that nikah, not letting our children become too old, not letting them come to such a stage where they have already committed guna and committed sin and then taking them and performing their nikah. But that the ta'aleem of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam being that this thing should be performed beforehand, this thing should be performed when their shahwat, when their desires are at a height, so that the institution of nikah becomes a barrier, it becomes a means of protecting them from breaking the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As I mentioned, inshallah on this occasion, we will discuss a few aspects, a few guidelines given to us by Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam concerning the choice of a person to whom we should get married to. We find, my respected brothers, at this point the thought should not cross the minds of most of us that we have already performed our nikah. What will be the benefit in us hearing what Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has taught concerning what a type of wife that should be chosen? This is only for the youngsters, this is only for a few amongst us, it is not for all of us. Some of us are 40, some of us are 50, we have performed our nikahs a long time ago. My respected brothers, that thought should never come through our mind. For two simple reasons. The first reason being that the ta'aleem of deen, no matter which aspect of deen it is, if a person has to learn it with the correct intention that he is going to bring it into his life and not only keep it within himself but pass it on to others and take it to the four corners of the world, then that is already one very, very great benefit. And the second benefit, my respected brothers, and much more important is for us to realize, is that when Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has given guidelines and he has given guidance that this is the type of woman or this is the type of boy that you should look for when getting your daughter or your son married, my respected brothers, it becomes the incumbent duty of every parent that is sitting here to think to himself that what type of a son am I bringing up in my home, what type of a daughter am I bringing up in my home, am I bringing up somebody that is desirable in the light of the ahadith of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to get married or not. We should look at whether these sifat, we should look at whether these qualities are prevalent or are existent amongst our children. Because, my respected brothers, it is our duty to make an effort to bring these qualities within our children. We find Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that تُنْكَحُ الْمَرْأَةُ لِأَرْبَعٍ. We have heard this hadith many times, but by way of muzakara I will mention it once again. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that generally a woman is married for 4 reasons, for 4 qualities, for 4 traits that are prevalent in her. لِمَالِهَا وَلِحَسَبِهَا وَلِجَمَالِهَا وَلِدِينِهَا. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned 4 things, and also we learn from this hadith that these four things are not looked down upon. It is not wrong if a person has to look for these four qualities. But Nabi Sallallahu has shown us that generally a woman is married for these four qualities, and what should be the most important in our eyes. The first quality being limaliha, because of the wealth of that woman or the wealth of her family. We find that generally when a person is looking for a wife, sometimes the desire comes in his heart, maybe he is not so well off, he looks for a woman with wealth. And the second quality being lihasabiha, the lineage of that family. What type of status, what type of position that family holds in society. Are the members of that family looked up towards? Are they respected? Or is the family looked down upon? Are they known to be the breakers of the commands of Allah Ta'ala? Or are they thieves in the family, etc.? What type of impression the society has concerning that family? That is the second thing that normally a person looks for in a woman, to check what type of family she is coming from. And the third quality, and unfortunately, my respected brothers, I say this unfortunately, this has become the most important quality in most of our eyes, li jamaliha, the beauty of that particular woman. We find, my respected brothers, that if you look at the three things that I mentioned so far, limaliha, wa lihasabiha, wa lijamaliha, each of these three things are temporary things. Each of these things are here today, they can be gone tomorrow. Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi used to say concerning money, al-malu ghadun wa rahihun, that money is such a thing, wealth is such a thing, that it is here in the morning, it's gone in the evening. We see in society, sometimes somebody is very well off, and then some haditha comes, some tragedy afflicts that family so far as the wealth goes, and the person has lost all his wealth. Now if we are going to make the criterion of our choice in a woman her wealth, and tomorrow that woman's family has to lose their wealth, then my respected brothers, what is going to stop that feeling coming in our heart that I have wasted my time, I have not achieved what I wanted when getting married? The second quality, lihasabiha, the lineage of that family. Today somebody has got a good name, tomorrow somebody in the family can do something and that name is lost. Lijamaliha, the beauty of that woman. If you look at the nature, the very trait of insan, my respected brothers, is this, that when he hasn't got something, then his heart is going to lean towards the thing. And the moment he's got it in him, then the novelty is lost, then he starts looking in another direction. Take that beautiful car, take that beautiful vase, take that beautiful ornament which you saw in the shop. You couldn't have it, it was too expensive, you saved up for it, you bought it, now you put it in your home. It looks beautiful to you the first day, it looks beautiful the second day. What happens once the first month is gone? What happens once the second month has come? What happens when you've got to look at that same vase and live in the same house with it year upon year? Likewise a woman also, my respected brothers. If you are going to make the criteria of marrying her, only her beauty, only our inclination towards her, once she has come in our control, once she is in our marriage, when she has got to listen to us, at that time, my respected brothers, we are going to have to face her day in and day out. At that time, we're going to come to that same woman at the end of the day. We are going to be tired. What is going to instill within that woman the urge to present our meal before us? What is going to teach her that she should treat her husband kindly? What is going to teach her to speak correctly towards her husband? My respected brothers, that is the fourth quality, walidiniha. Nabi Sallallahu said that the fourth quality a person looks for when he gets married is the deen and the characteristics, and what type of a woman is that person concerning her deen. And my respected brothers, Nabi Sallallahu said, فَاظْفَرْ بِذَاتِ الدِّينِ, become successful concerning deen, give preference to the deen of that woman over every other quality. Because like I mentioned, the wealth may be gone, tomorrow she can meet up in an accident, the beauty is gone, but the deen, that thing that is going to teach her that I should serve my husband, the thing that is going to instill within her that my success in akhirat is concerning pleasing my husband, the thing that is going to bring taqwa in her heart, that is the deen and the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we make that the criterion, my respected brothers, then you can never ever go wrong. And Nabi Sallallahu said, ad-dunya kulluha mata', that this world, everything in it is mata', it is things which you use, it is full of possessions. وَخَيْرُ مَتَاعِهَا الْمَرْأَةُ الصَّالِحَةُ, the best thing a person can ever have in this world is a pious wife. My respected brothers, we cannot even imagine the wisdom behind why Nabi Sallallahu said this. Because, my respected brothers, that unfortunately now when you are looking to get married, the person does not want to look for that woman in parda. The person does not want to look for that woman who has got the ta'lim of deen. Why? Because he thinks to himself that if I'm going to get married to such a woman, then she's going to stop me when I want to go here, when I want to go there. When I want to break the command of Allah Ta'ala, she's going to stop me. My respected brothers, we are only looking at our desires. We are not looking at the akhirat. We are not looking at the halat of those children.